And we're just waiting to see if actually the, yep, there we go. Hey, hi, screen's up and running. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Kerbibble playing Take Two. A musical? No, I'm not musical. Okay. I feel like that should be a that should be something I have to do every single time. Make sure I'm not musical. Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're playing through Mass Effect Legendary Edition, the whole trilogy, starting, of course, with the first one, as you normally do. As opposed to something that my spouse once did, is that, brief story, essentially her uncle took her to Return of the King, her and her siblings, and they had never heard of Lord of the Rings. So he took them to the last movie when they were younger. And it's like, oh yeah, there's this series of movies. Here's Return of the King. And they're like, oh, this looks like a fun movie series. What? Who's that? What's this? What are they doing? Oh, there's a ring? But yeah, hello everyone. So we're going to be continuing on here. What did we have to do? We had, we already did that. Okay, so... Sentry System, Hawking Ada Cluster. I think, as I've mentioned before, we're going to be doing a lot of side quests, just because I kind of like to 100% this game for the most part, so bear with me on that. Yeah, let's see. Was it Hawking? I think I said Hawking Ada, didn't it? Argus Row. I think that's the other one we have. Yeah, Hawking Ada, there we are. But I hope everyone is doing fine this fine evening, or again, morning or afternoon, whatever time it is for you. I took a very brief nap. I've been actually having some trouble sleeping the past couple of nights. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh no, spoiling the ending and immersed in utter confusion. Sad day. Yes, welcome to the stream, Wolfologist. Yeah, I was astounded when she told me that story. It was so weird where, like, why would your uncle take you to see the last movie in a trilogy? Such a chaotic thing to do, right? Especially if you've never heard of the series or anything like that.
Message coming in, Commander. Big surprise. The Alliance needs you again.
What else is new?
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett.
Hey, Lance Henderson.
Got a mission for you. An Alliance officer named Major Kyle has set up a small compound in the Hawking Ada cluster.
Ooh, I don't know if I have enough.
He's attracted a number of followers, mostly biotics. He's become an outspoken critic of the Alliance.
This actually could be a problem. I don't remember actually having enough. I don't think I have enough Paragon for this.
Could be trouble, Shepard.
I'll look into it.
3 days ago, we sent 2 Alliance representatives to meet with him at his compound. They've disappeared. We believe Kyle and his followers killed them. That compound is a cult, Shepard. They call him...
Yeah, I don't think I actually have enough Paragon for
He
this.
set himself up as some kind of religious leader.
You said his followers
Take a
were
look at it here in a
biotics?
second.
Yes. Major Kyle never showed any...
I really shouldn't have been trying to, like, play both sides of the field
He
here.
identifies with.
Oh well.
Many biotics feel marginalized or ostracized by society.
This is our Shepard, our mistakes, our choices.
Need his protection, and they see him as someone who will fight for them. Unfortunately, he's convinced them that the Alliance is somehow responsible for all their problems. We can't let him go on like this.
What were those Alliance representatives going to talk to Major Kyle about?
They wanted to bring him back to an Alliance facility for treatment. Major Kyle served us faithfully for many years. We weren't going to abandon him. Given his state of mind, however, he probably saw them as a threat. We're almost certain he and his followers killed them.
What else can you tell me about Major Kyle?
He used to be a model soldier, but something happened to him at Torfin. Too many Alliance soldiers died under his command. Couldn't cope with the guilt. His psych evaluations
I
showed
just realized I have to, like, look at my backstory again of what I decided to do with her for this playthrough. I believe we're a war hero. I think we did the Skillian Blitz. And I think we do actually have our mom in this one.
I might be able to end this without violence.
That may not be possible.
Look it up here.
We don't know
Oh, and by the way, I actually, you notice I'm at 70 followers now. I got a follower a couple of days ago when I was off stream. Subdued Moon, which that's a old friend of ours. They are actually streaming later tonight. I don't know if they're streaming around the same time or close to it, but they're going to be doing some art streaming. So yeah. I might actually have to exit here just to see what is my... Because we got some Paragon from that. That's nice. Yeah, I don't know if we have enough. We may not have enough, I'm not sure. Not gonna stress about it too much. You know, there might be some problems here and there, but... Okay, let's zoom out. Which means I'm tempted to do Novaria next to try and get that exploitable glitch. Evidently, even though this is supposedly the Frigid, Nightmare. Did they say exactly which one was it? Journal? Go to the Sentry System, Hawking Ada, investigate Major Kyle. I don't know if this is the right one. I'm not gonna worry too much about it. Oh, it's that one. Okay, I guess it just counts it as one thing. I lost my train of thought, sorry. It is hot again in our home, so I'm trying to focus, but also I didn't want to turn on any kind of fans right now. I'm trying to wait as long as possible before I have to start turning on like the AC units downstairs or the big one, the like mobile one we have, or any fans, just to limit the amount of noise in the background. But it is inevitable. We will eventually have a humming in the background that I will try to edit out. Well, in the sense of making sure the filters are okay. But I think this is the place. Wait. There we go. Clondagan. Clondagan. I think that is like. Yeah. I'm gonna hold off actually on Sentry. I think we're just gonna scan a few places first. Let's try Argus Row. I think there's something else in Argus Row we can do. I don't feel very confident with our Paragon skill right now. I think I kind of screwed that up when I was trying to, you know, go with my heart with certain decisions. Let's see, anything good here? Nope. See, I don't know how to feel... Oh, here we go. Hey, something interesting.
General distress call from the Sacred Angel Medical Transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. Emergency landing. Argos.
Yep, Argus Row.
Communications failing.
See, I don't know how to feel actually between... What, like, it's been so long since I've played 3, so I don't even remember what the stipulation was in 3 for searching for resources. But I don't know how I feel between 1 and 2 in Mass Effect as far as... I'm gonna try to get all these other planets first. As far as scanning, you know? Like, in first one, it's just easy. Just you go to each one, you just hit A, and then that's it. Usually. But then Mass Effect 2, there was just so much time wasting you had to do by doing that little quote-unquote mini-game, as they call it, by trying to scan each respective planet. It just took for flippin' ever. It's also one of those situations, too, where it's like, why would you do that most of the time? Especially if, like, you find a little thing you have to do, like an N7 mission, especially when most of Mass Effect 2 is fairly timed with its mission placement. Pardon-moi. Take 3. Yeah, let's see. We want Tali. Let's do, yeah, Gears. It's one of those things too. Like, I don't remember being actively actively aware of the requirements of the other like Mass Effect 2. All right, so map. We want to be looking at. There's a few of them right here. Yeah, let's just go with right behind us. Because I don't remember them being timed as much when I first played Mass Effect 2. I think I remember doing a fair amount of the content and not having to worry about, like, doing things on time, but... I'm still not sure how I feel about this booster. Like, I get it, it helps to limit the amount of time you're having to spend on these, you know, little planet sections, but... It's also one of those things, too, where I never actually had a huge problem with the Mako. Like, I know people always hated these sections, but I actually was fairly okay with them. Mostly just because I knew how to, like, pilot them, I guess. Pilot them? Drive them? I don't know. I didn't feel as bad. Oh, yep, here we go. Like, I was able to control the Mako fairly well. And yes, it's super janky, but I don't know, there was something charming about it for being that kind of jank. Like, there's something about the first Mass Effect that was... Oh, wait, is this the... Did they change the minigame for... Yeah, okay, good. I want this one for the console release. This minigame is so much better than the other one. I'm probably going to be repeating myself a couple of times. Actually, let me quick, really quick, I want to check my backstory again. Because I'm playing my other playthrough on the console, and I want to make sure I'm not crossing things. Okay, so no. So my mom is alive, so we can try calling my mom at some point. And then Akuz, okay. That's fine. I like to reduce the bounce a bit on the Mako. Yeah, I didn't really notice it as much, I guess. I don't know.
Careful. Damn, it's a trap.
Yeah, nice read there, Garrus. I will say, though, I am glad that they did make it so that you still got the same amount of XP being in the Mako as opposed to having to get out of it to get the full XP. Like, that was nice. I liked that. So where's the other one? Where'd you go? Oh, Fly Boys. Okay. They changed the sound effect for it, though, so it is a bit different. What? Oh, it's just a full-on, like... Oh. I got too close to it. If it was something else that would have been there. Okay, so... Map. I'm kind of remembering these respective little side missions. Yeah, but I do remember being, like, fairly okay with the Mako sections. I didn't really hardly... I guess also I liked that they also removed the instant death features that would happen... Feature. Quote-unquote. They removed the instant deaths that would occur, like when you accidentally would drive into lava or something. Like, I will admit that was frustrating. Especially because you're just sitting there, right? Like, just... And it plays the death music. Down, 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 down. You're just barely sitting there. It was like... no damage done to the vehicle, it's just immediately like, oh, well, I guess we die. Yeah, and as I said, the Mako sections are going to be, because I'm going to be trying to complete as much as possible for the most part, because I want as much content as possible for us going into the other Mass Effect games. So there will be a fair amount of sections where it's just the Mako, just doing, you know, the Mako stuff. So be aware of that. It might not be super interesting to look at from time to time, but hey, I want that 100%, man. Ah. One thing I wish that they would do, actually, is that... so already they're starting to come out with mods for the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. One thing I wish they would do is that you could turn on, like, a radio in the Mako or something, for at least Mass Effect 1, and that would be an interesting way of, like, you could get, get the galactic news that you would normally get if you're on the Citadel, like, in elevators or something. Like, it would play that every once in a while, or, like, maybe put in a few additional techno tracks or something like that. Or even if, like, you wanted to get, a few, small voice actors for the mod, to basically be like, Galactic News Radio, that kind of thing. Scuffing the Mako's wheels. So you have chosen death. I feel like that'd be a fairly easy mod to do, And I'm just gonna save. Just because I don't know, is this like... Yeah, again, I love this minigame a lot more. Especially because it feels like the other one you're just waiting most of the time. Just to press the buttons. I think that is everything on the map, isn't it? Oh, not save. Map. No, debris. We need to go to debris. Ah! I don't know why it's telling me that it looks like... Oh, it's probably just showing me the button, because I don't think there's any damage on my Mako. I'm not gonna worry about it. Oh, I found out a little bit of depressing news today. The voice actor that played Sebastian the Crab in The Little Mermaid died today, actually. He also played Mufasa on Broadway. Not to bring down the entire stream, but just something that happened that I found out today. I don't think I need to save. Cover you. Garrus, it's fine. It's just rocks. Begin manual bypass or bypass using 20. No, we can do this. This isn't that bad, is it? Shoot. Okay, that wasn't that bad. F. Oh, hey, Recipe, welcome to the stream. Yeah, F. It is one of those things, too, where, like, you just don't really think about it from time to time. You go, oh, yeah, that's right, they're people. And they have a finite amount of time on this world. But it's just those things where you always thought, like, you know, Robin Williams, for instance. You thought, like, they would be around forever or something like that. Return to Normandy, because I don't have anything else to do on this planet. This rock. And I don't think any dialogue options are prompted in small missions like that, but I just want to double check to make sure. I don't want to lose out on any opportunities to socialize, to fraternize with my crew. Yeah, Dr. Choco was Caden. Hey, want to talk for a second?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander.
Oh, fair
We'll
enough.
talk another time.
Okay. I think that's it. I don't think we have to worry about anything else. I should look at my gear, though. My gear. Excuse me. Hurricane, which I think those are all the ones we have right now. Striker, that's pretty good. I think everything else is, for the most part, okay. Don't know if we picked up any additional mods or anything like that, so I'm not going to worry about it. Usually if one of your NPC characters is like, hey, I'll talk now, I don't need to talk right now, but I think it pretty much just tells me that, like, I don't have to worry about socializing right now, or checking in with every respective NPC. Journal, what is else in the area? Valuable, oh yeah, it's just prompting that. And believe it or not, those valuable minerals and all that stuff, that actually does have some consequences, sort of, in other Mass Effect games. I think the Asari writings. It's either the Asari writings or the Prothean stuff that actually does have consequences in, like, Mass Effect 3. Like, you can get, like, a bonus to either, like, I think a weapon or something. And it comes from one of the most random places of all point in this game. It comes from Conrad Werner, the fan that's obsessed with you. So it usually is worth just doing, like, all these respective tasks, at least in Mass Effect 1, because that does set up, like, a lot of stuff for the remaining games. It just gives you more fun stuff to play with, you know? More dialogue options and other respective things. Tontao. I think this is where we encounter our Thresher Maw for the first time, if I remember correctly. There is no reason not to have Tali in your party. She's got both encryption, or decryption, decryption, electronics, hacking. Like, she can basically unlock anything you do when you survey on planets. There is really no reason not to bring her anywhere in this game. Because you're gonna need all them unlocks. Nope, don't save. Let's see, that is a hidden structure. Anomaly. Is it really gonna make me go? I don't think it's gonna make me. Let me see here. Is it gonna? I might be able to get around that. Windy outside today. Given the heat, I'm not surprised. I'm betting it's probably gonna storm or something later tonight. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Just gonna rough it up here. Strange space pyramid. Gotta have that strange space pyramid in a space game. What mysteries shall reveal unto us? What hidden facts of the universe? I was like, oh, wow. Pretty sure I can get something here, can't I? Can I talk to anybody? Sorry. Oh, they're sorry. I guess that's a sorry. I kind of have to get used to, like, going around a little bit, though, when you're doing that, but... I'm going around the circle. I don't think there's anything at the top of this, but let me just double check. I think their writings are purely just based off of the space pyramid, but... Man, traction on dem shoes. That's fairly easy to do, so need to go to debris. I think this means we're going to encounter something to survey here in a minute. Also, I gotta remember to, like, move my mouse on my chat computer. Even though I set the power settings to not go to sleep, it still does that every once in a while. There's something to survey. Oh, jeez. No, we're fine. Okay, well, I will admit this is a little... I wish I had a way to practice a little bit more on that, just because I'm trying to figure out, like, do I need to go... Like, how do I go left? How do I go right? So my brain flips, kind of what I'm looking at. It's like, oh, am I going upside down? Kind of. Yeah, whatever. Oh. So I don't know about you, but I've got a 4-day work week this week. Took Friday off. Got a little bit of a longer weekend. Not sure what I'm going to do on Friday. Probably catch up on editing some videos. I've been steadily adding to the Kerbibble gaming channel. Highlights of the Nuzlocke we ran last year. Of course, we still will do the Nuzlocke. We'll come back to that at some point. But I'm just kind of taking a break right now. Especially because now we've got, hey, Mass Effect games to stream. They've also been putting up the VODs on the VOD channel as well. I've been trying to get more to the habit of doing that, but sorry, my brain just suddenly flipped for some reason. I had a bit of a thing happen earlier last week. Or, yeah. Yeah, shoot, how do I... Oh, shiitake. Oh, gosh, I'm gonna fail this. Yep, okay. I wonder, does it allow me actually to... Well, this is my time to practice, I guess. But I've been trying to get more to the habit of getting those videos up on time, but last week I kind of ran into a little bit of an emergency, so kind of didn't get them up on time last week. So it was like... Okay, so I can't do that. Alright, there we go. Hey, okay. Looks like they give you a little more chances, though, than they used to on the consoles. That's good. Equipment. What do I got here? Everything good. Phasic. I might as well do, like, a secondary upgrade on that, though. Pistol. Chemical rounds. Yeah, let's do chemical 2 and improved sighting. Don't need that really other thing as much. And then Shield battery. I do like having the health regeneration, though. Stimulant? 7% cooldown. Don't really feel like I need to do that. Yeah, let's stick with that, because if I remember correctly, I think Soldier is the only class that actually has regenerative health as like a base feature of their class. Okay, so hidden structure. Really quick, I gotta look around that. Okay, so I just need to go this way. Trying to look at the topographical features to see how much I have to go over the mountains or anything like that. Yeah, again, just simply having something like more character dialogue in these sections, if you're just on a moon or something, considering it takes you like 5 minutes, usually 8 minutes to get to certain locations on the planet. Yeah, oh shoot, yeah, we're gonna be encountering a Thresher Maw, I think, here. This wide open area. I wonder what might attack me. Or maybe it... I don't know. I always get paranoid whenever it's a wide open area like this in Mass Effect 1. I feel like there was like another planet that just specifically had a Thresher Maw on it. Like there's one that's specific to the quest for Kahoku, but... In any case, like I was saying, I do wish that they had more character interactions similar to like the elevators, but actually when you're driving around the Mako, because it does kind of take a while to get to places. Ooh, an enemy. Even though I just played through this game like a week ago, or a week and a half ago, or something like that, like I'm still forgetful of certain things I experienced in that, even though I did like 100% on that one as well. Who is down there? Hello? Oops. Oh, I thought I could get all of them from secret. Hello there! Alright, save. Tontao. It would be fun to have characters tell stories from their past, even if it's fluff. Yeah, well, similar to, like, the elevators. Like, you know, they have conversations in the elevators every once in a while. It'd be nice to have them do that once in a while in driving the Mako. Like, even if they're, like, very small snippets here and there, or just, like, drive easy, Commander, or something like that, or slow down, Commander, just something to beat up or break up the monotony. I have to remember now I don't have specific types of ammo. What are my powers again? Okay. What? So let's do sabotage. Damn it, Tali! Tali! Oh god! And I just did a bomb. I screwed that up. My controls are all over the place because I'm thinking of Mass Effect 2. Brain. Okay, there we go. That's right, there's no reload in 1. It's just the... Tonactus. Oh shoot, did I come across Rex's thing already? With how do you get it? Whoops. Where is he? Did I kill him? Where'd he go? Where'd he go, dude?
Go, go, go!
No, no, no. Oh! Throw.
Patching you up.
Leveled up at least. Squad. Let's try to get some of our tactical armor. Do I get oh damn, I have to go all the way down there to do that. Let's do at least a little bit of this, but I want to get some more of that throw in here. Well, actually no, Spectre. That's right. Okay, go back to you, Garrus. Let's do more of your assault. Do you unlock? Yeah, there we go, medium armor. And of course, let's just juice you up, Tali. Actually, I think I've got some stuff for Garrus already. For armor. No, it's light armor. Okay. Never mind. Actually, really quick, though. Do I have... Avenger. Okay, so I don't actually have the best thing equipped for you, so I'm just going to give you that. There we go. Oh, jeez. I gotta remember that, like, controls and some mechanics do switch over from 1 to 2. Totally forgot about some of that stuff. And we're just gonna go... Oh, still charging, good lord. Warp. Oh, God. I'll just keep my pistol out because that's... Oh, no, 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 no! Okay. You just stay right there, buddy. I've used up already 2 things of metagel here. Well, I should be okay. Health-wise, I mean. Yep. Hello there. Adrenaline burst. Okay, and then we want... That's still charging. I can't believe that. Sabotage. Oh, God. Well, that was fun. Oh, gosh. Alright. Well, alright then. Kind of screwed that up. And, dang it, I should have... Oh, I got overzealous. Oh. Alright. Let's see, do I have anything else equipment-wise? I don't think I have anything else that... Yeah, screwed. I have to do this all over again. Ah, I'm an idiot. Does that get their attention? I think that, like, if you stay here, it kind of helps to funnel them in a little bit, but... Come on. I'm encroaching upon your territory. Fight me. Doing barely any damage on these guys. Pistol usually is the best weapon, though. You do get more damage output by doing pistol. At least one. Oh. And we're gonna do a throw on you, buddy. For some reason, I wasn't allowed to shoot him. It's weird. I got Tonic. Okay, there. Okay, we're gonna level up. Not screw this up this time. Let's do... We don't need to do that right now. Let's try to get our damage output a little bit more, though. And we want you there. And we want... Wait, no, no, no. I wanted... No, undo. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, damn it. I keep thinking X. X is not... I don't need to do that. I need to keep my grenades. one's down. Shields recover faster, though. Good lord. They're chewing through me right now. I'm using less of my metagel, though, so that's fine. Just keep popping up, popping up. Try using maybe marksman. I got one of them. Let's try to do sabotage. Okay, okay. 11 NPCs are oblivious to gunfire. Oh, I can read that here in a second. Hey, shields are back though. That's good. Oh, okay, so they're above us. That's alright. That's alright. Do I have throwback? Okay, I do, so it should be fine. Just don't kill me in one... Alright. Anyway, I love when NPCs are oblivious to gunfire. Boy, that AC unit must be blasting today. Probably should be using that a little bit more, huh? Trying to find those respective things to fire at. Ton Actus. I feel like I just did a side quest and I didn't even mean to. Oh my gosh, this is Rex's thing. I got his armor already. I feel bad now. Oh no. What's this gonna do? I don't know if this is gonna be like... Oh gosh, I hope this doesn't screw anything up. I'm actually very concerned now. What is this gonna do? I mean, it's like, I'm looking for my grandfather's armor. Oh, you mean this piece of junk? I found that like 3 hours ago. And you didn't say anything? Well, I mean, it didn't have your name on it. It says Erdnot directly across the top. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna do a new save just in case. I wonder if he'll just randomly pop up, actually. Like, he looks at you with purpose. Yep, oh god. Hanging in the back of the safe is a suit of armor, obviously made for a Krogan. It seems worthless, rusted and dented from 100 battles. The Turian must have secured it here for some reason. There's nothing... Oh boy. I'm curious how... Ooh, I actually am curious. Oh god, I hope I didn't screw anything up by doing that. I was just doing some exploring. I didn't mean to, like, actually accidentally do any side quests. I wonder if I could have done Dr. Salion, actually, then. Beforehand. I am legitimately curious. Well, either way, we have his armor now, so that's not a problem. Is there any other things? Nope. Okay. Well, I'm an idiot. Let's see what happens. Actually, let's go talk to Rex. Right before, like, oh, this is gonna be weird. What is this gonna do? What is this gonna do? Because I've never done that before. I usually do it in a specific order. I wasn't meaning to do exploring, like a whole lot of exploring right away. I was just trying to, like, get some of that stuff out of the way. I thought it was only a thing that would, like... Even though I've played this game multiple times, I thought it was a situation where it would just preload the mission after Rex gives you the prompt. Like, oh, I got my grandpa's armor there, so... Did Rex already tell you about the armor in this playthrough? No, he didn't. And that's why I'm curious. What does this mean? Hey, I found some armor.
Nice ship you got, ship.
Before we even talk to him further. Oh my gosh, I could just do it right away. I'm actually weirded out by that. Okay, personal inquiry.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story.
Or maybe I didn't talk to everyone else.
If you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries.
I am.
Don't tell me you
I
haven't
am
had a few
very.
interesting
This is
adventures.
interesting.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It isn't.
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting to like get to the prompt. Like, oh, by the way, I found this.
Last time you saw a Krogan scientist. You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Okay.
So long, Rex.
So,
Shepard.
let me see here.
Shepard.
I found this armor. Does it belong to you?
Let me see. Yeah. This is it.
This is so weird.
Or this piece of crap. But at least it's back where it belongs. Thanks, Shepard.
This is so
I'm
weird.
starting to like you after all.
You getting soft on me, Rex?
Just because I like you doesn't mean I wouldn't kill you.
All right, well, we're instant best friends now, I guess. Cool. Problem solved.
Commander,
What's your opinion of the last mission?
kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander.
I guess I did forget to talk to them.
No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
Whoops.
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Whoopsie doodle.
If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The Geth are perfect ambushers. They don't move. They don't.
Just
make
trying to get them
noise,
Paragon
They
points.
don't even breathe.
They have flashlight heads, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am?
And off we go. I want to inspect the Mako. There we go.
Thanks for bringing me on board.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to talk to everybody.
I knew working with
Whoops.
Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. But sometimes it feels like the rules are only there to stop me from doing my work. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
I mean,
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
Well, all right then.
Hey, Commander. Looking for
What have you got?
Well, as
Yeah, I guess I didn't. Yeah, I guess I didn't talk to these people yet. I do not need to know everything about what the shop guy does and everything like that. So
many of the best licenses.
Let's see what you got.
bet, Commander.
you are here to buy my stuff. So we're not going to need heavy armor, so we're just going to get rid of some of that. So Marcus junk. Marcus junk. Don't need that. Let's get rid of anti-personal rounds. That one as well. Heatsink. Do we not? Oh, we already have a heatsink? Didn't know we already had a heatsink. Should be paying attention to that more. Let's see. Do we have anything that's level 1 that we can just get rid of? Yeah, I don't need that one. That one. Oh, I didn't add that to the bombs, I guess. Have we been romancing someone? That's all I know about this game. Really, have you never played Mass Effect? No, we have not been romancing anyone yet. I typically romance, like, because I have it all play out in my head of, like, what I consider my canon story or playthrough in this game, is that I typically romance Liara. Then, you know, we basically break up, become friends, and then we, of course, romance the big bony bird boy that is Garrus, because I love Garrus. But we have not started to romance anybody. We have not hit on anybody yet. Because I don't want to romance Caden. I'm fine with that. We don't need to romance Caden. Except... Oh, shoot. No. What did I just do? Well, what did I just get rid of? Okay, I think we're fine. I just want to sell all the junk. I don't want to get rid of everything. But no, we have not romanced everyone yet, or anyone yet. Okay, good, get that.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for Tally, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES
Gotta get
stealth
them
system.
codecs.
How does it work exactly?
You can't hide.
Space isn't my thing, so I never played. Oh, okay.
Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture them.
So like I played
So our stealth systems trap the energy we
you
give
know,
off in storage
KOTOR
systems
and then
for
Jade
themselves.
Empire. Jade Empire, I've probably played a few times on stream before. Oh, hey, my bot actually worked. Cool. I've probably played Jade Empire on the stream a few times before. That's actually one of my that is by far my favorite BioWare game, just because not a lot of games touch on Chinese mythology, or like they typically only most RPGs stick with like Western civilization or like Japanese mythology and stuff, but not a whole lot of games touch on Chinese mythology, and I really dug Jade Empire for that because it talked like wushu films and stuff like that.
There's no way for
But then they announced that, hey, here's this other new IP we're doing called Mass Effect, and it looks pretty interesting, and, kind of reminded me of Star Trek and, a little bit of Babylon 5. In fact, like I think I mentioned this before last time, is that Babylon 5 is probably the greatest influence on this series of Mass Effect, but
blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into
my ship is strictly Garrus only.
As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
But essentially the main idea of the game is that there is a, like most sci-fi space games, there is, there was a race of aliens, thousands of years ago called the Protheans, that pretty much everyone bases their technology on, because they found what are called Mass Effect relays, which enables people to do faster than light travel.
What's so special about the
And so basically every civilization that's advanced in Mass Effect universe develops their transportation technology based off of the Mass Effect relays. And it turns out is that there's actually also this other race, specifically of machines, potentially called the Reapers, which come by like every 50,000 years or so to harvest life, or just to get rid of all organic life every 50,000 years. So that's what the whole idea of the trilogy is that we're preparing for the Reapers showing up. Because the Protheans were the last ones that were alive at the time to be like, hey, we're being wiped out, we need to send out a warning. And so that's kind of what starts the whole thing of the trilogy, is that a warning, a beacon goes into Commander Shepard's head that lets him or her know that there is something bad that's going to be happening within the coming, like, few years. And so it's all about you know, building your team, trying to get the galaxy ready, and, you know, most of your choices kind of carry over from game to game, influencing certain story aspects and other things like that.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment.
Like, their entire race basically is has been driven off their homeworld due to their research into AI technology. Essentially, they created these AI called the Geth, which were like robots and everything like that, to do respective tasks for them, and the AI, you know, developed full sentience and started attacking the Quarians. And so the Quarians now live in a giant flotilla of spaceships.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that
Right, and that's why they have to wear these suits, because their immune systems are so compromised now.
Repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work, mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births.
Hey, wanna make some babies? Here's some money.
Such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship...
Yeah, so most of her dialogue, unfortunately, in Mass Effect 1 is more kind of expositional, or just kind of like explaining her culture, which it's amusing and it's nice, but you don't really get to know her as a character a whole lot. There are small bits and pieces she talks about, but most times she's like, hey, here's what our culture is like, here's what our government is like, but you don't really get a whole lot of Tali, necessarily. You get bits and pieces here and there, but not a lot.
So the ultimate
Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins, what they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally
That's
created
telling me
to
more.
serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually
We were just kind of going right up to the line. We weren't actually crossing it.
Significant, so gradual that we were able to control them, or so we thought.
Funny how that
But
works.
One thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers.
Big group, strong think.
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose?
What are all these electric sheep I'm thinking of?
Imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long.
Good for the Geth. I love that for them.
Showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness.
What, just being smarter in a group?
If the Geth were intelligent, then we were
Or just driving out the Quarians when they attained sentience?
The newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first.
Whoops.
A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
I wonder why.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began.
Nah, that didn't work out too well, did it?
Most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own
I'll realize they could live their own lives instead of being someone's smartphone or whatever. Yeah, fair. Well, that's the thing too, is that so the Geth in this game too are kind of the main foot soldiers you fight against, but they were deceived by so like another concession of this particular game too is that there is an other Spectre called Saren, who is a Turian, so he looks kind of like Garrus does, that Saren is working for the Reapers, and because the Geth are machines and the Reapers are a machine race, like a highly advanced machine race, the Geth think of the Reapers as kind of like gods, and that's why they're assisting Saren. So they're kind of victims as much as anything in this game as well, and going into 2 and 3. Eventually you get more history about the Geth in 2 and 3 to, like, basically make them more, you know, to humanize them a little bit more. But basically, yeah, in the first game, they're kind of just general foot soldiers and things you fire at. But they get more, you know, they get more interesting as it goes on. Serves you right.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out another species.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first.
And of course, Tali goes through a bunch of character development through the series too, as far as like her prejudices towards AI and machine races and things like that.
They have no use for organics. None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
What does that tell you? The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren.
I mean, again, that's your assumption, Tali, but alright.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
I love you, Tali, but come on.
Matured. We leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Yeah, she kind of has a hidden quest in this game too, like if you're not paying attention to her dialogue, and also places that you're scanning.
It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
God, it is hot in the house right now.
It's not like they just cast us
So
out.
freaking warm.
Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's
I found
captains.
this.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Like nothing. We're going away.
I should go.
See you later.
All right. So, sorry, I forgot. I guess I just didn't talk to them all last time, so that's fine. Okay, so looking at the main quest line, we probably should go do at least Liara. Pick her up. I usually do Liara's mission first. Nope. I don't know why I'm going that way. There we go. Still, in all my time playing Mass Effect 1, I guess I can just get Rex's armor right away. I didn't know that. This isn't, I don't know, it just didn't click for me, I suppose. You could just do that. I was under the assumption the entire time, like, no, you're supposed to do this when you're doing that. Were we already in Hydra? I think we already were. Pretty sure we already did Hydra. Just gonna quickly check these planets. I think we already did. Yeah, we already did. Okay, okay. Zoom out. So we want to do Liara's dig site. There we go. Oh, shoot. And which one is it? It's one of the four. We'll find it. We'll find the system. Yeah, but those are the Mass Effect relays that are based off the Prothean technology that allow the civilizations essentially to, like, travel faster than light, and that's how they're able to get in respective areas of the galaxy quicker. Colonize,
I'm picking
etc.
up a signal from the planet's surface.
Hey, that was quick.
It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Luck of the draw. Terrestrial, does the surface. Oh, no, wait, no, this isn't it. Well, might as well just do that here quick as well. Since we're close by. Yeah, sorry if I'm just skipping past some of the dialogue, like the text dialogue here when we're scanning something, just because it's very simple stuff. It's like, oh, you found some minerals or something like that. There's not really a whole lot of story or quest revealed onto you if you just find those things. Just kind of busy work, I suppose. But again, they do have things that pop up in the later games by doing this, but... And let's go land. So this is not to get Liara, but hey, might as well get this while we're here. I think this might be some side quests. Okay, so... Tali, Garrus. Spoiler alert, it's going to be Tali and Garrus for quite a while through most of the game. Yeah, and there's just no reason not to have Tali in your party. Okay, so we're... I think this is actually the Thresher Maw. This seems interesting. I think this is it. Yeah, this is the Thresher Maw. I gotta sit up on my chair now. Yeah, I'm glad that they added that, the little dust column as it's swimming through the dirt. Didn't used to have that. So it's always a pain when essentially you're trying to, like, circle around it and it'll just pop up randomly. Oh god. Oop. Yeah. Oh! Die, die, die. And it died. Alright.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
Okay, we are going to not...
Looks like these men were under Admiral Cahoku's
Yeah, there we go.
command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Okay, so we're not going to turn this quest in just yet because we need to actually hold out for a particular side quest, and I don't want to get screwed out of that. You'd think with them doing, like, the Legendary Edition, they would have planned for more of the glitches and getting locked out of certain side quests more, but I guess not. Because essentially, as soon as I turn in the quest to Cahoku saying, hey, your guys died on this planet, it starts setting off the side quest with Cerberus, and then I can't do a inquisitive role later, or inquisitive quest, where I have to, like, talk to Cahoku again to get the identity of a particular individual. So, I'm gonna hold off on turning that quest in just yet. Oh god. There we go. Tonka tough. And then the debris. There is one particular planet in Mass Effect 1 that is just like all mountains, and it is by far the worst planet to try and like get this little like survey stuff done or anything like that. There's just so many topographical features that it is unbelievably impossible to navigate it. It can be done, it's just, it takes a lot longer than it should. Oh, there's some of the survey there too as well. I don't think I'm gonna get it. Hey, I got it. Come on, get up there. Got minerals to survey. Oop. Big old chunk of lithium. Damn it. Oops. There we go. Okay, that's all said and done. Alright, well let's go back to the Normandy then. Supposed to be trying to find the Prothean planet. So it's not in this cluster. I think it's in Kenosis. Let me see here. I think it's in Kenosis. Whatever those words. Whatever it's. Facios, Armeni, Therum. There it is. Yep, that's it. That's it. Really quick though. Look at these respective planets. Scan for metalactyl asteroids. Any asteroids here? Oh, there's a planet. Just instinctively did that. Okay, Therum. There we go. And the plot continues.
Some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Yeah, and originally in the original Mass Effect 1, you would instantly die if you accidentally go into the lava, but now you just take damage over time. It was just so funny though, because you just barely roll in there, and you just get one tire, yeah, in there, and just the death music plays, and then it just cuts out saying, "You have died." Or mission failure. So anticlimactic. I will say too, I'm glad to be playing this on the PC though, because the console version, like, just because it's a console version, right? I've had like 4 or 5 crashes on that, and a couple of game-breaking bugs, or a couple of bugs that weren't fully game-breaking, But they were frustrating enough. I'm just like, okay, I need to reload a save because this is odd. Oop, hello. This is odd. Screw you. That's how you do it too. That's how you get rid of those things without having to worry about getting hit by them or anything. You don't even take any damage, I don't think, if you just run them over. We want more of that. And what does this do? It takes forever to get all the way up to medium armor, though. But let's do... I just want full damage on pistols. Let's do then for you advanced overkill. First aid is fine. Let's do that. Get that up. Okay, your seals are up. Let's get your Quarian thing up, and also pistols at least. You're going to be kind of easy to kill, Tali, but you're good for being a skilled monkey. There it is. Oh, that's the way around.
Trying to knock down the front door seems stupid. Maybe we can find the side window?
Oops. See if I can actually... There's a few of them in these buildings. I want to see if I can actually try to jank it, maybe. So I can kill them exactly within here without having to... No? Alright. I could have sworn, I think, did this last time and I was able to get someone inside the compound. Nah, whatever.
Negative contacts, Commander.
Ah, there they are. Oh, I just killed them outright. Okay, cool. Some better there, that's good. Better weapons. Let's see, actually, what do I have here? Don't use assault rifles. Shotguns is still the same. Actually, Tali, what do you have? Tali, you've got... No, just basic shotgun stuff. Do we have anything for chemical rounds? Oh yeah, we got like 3 of them there. Let's do heat sink, because then I can actually keep firing more shots. There we go. And get into our vehicle so we can just move literally maybe like 20 or so feet, 30, well that's probably a little bit more, but still, we're lazy. Who needs to walk when we can drive? There's someone else in here, isn't there? Nope, this is just nothing. A distraction! Been fooled yet again. Oop, getting hung up on the rocks there. It's kind of... God, the AI in this game is still pretty bad. What kind of assault rifle? Ooh, that is better, actually. Slightly. What else do you have, though? Got one, but I want more of that. Improved sighting. That's good. Off we go to kill some synthetics. It would be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. We don't have time to waste our time on that. Got a galaxy to save. Come on! Woo! That was one of the bigger ones, okay. Hey, level up, that's nice. Let's do that one. Get a bit more of Spectre training, and unlock tactical armor. And just because it's Garrus, to give you some sniper stuff, because you like the snipers, give you more armor. Okay. And just because I'm paranoid, I'm just gonna save over that. Make our way down this dock cave. Single lane highway, it looks like. Oop. You gotta hand it to them, they are tenacious. If there's anything I can... Yeah, if there's anything I can get, like just walking out of the Mako or anything like that. Yeah, if there's like any secret hiding weapons or... like that, just hiding behind a crate or something, I think it's simply just extra stuff. Oh god. Easy now. God. Because it feels like that would be something down there, right? Like, I wonder, am I... Okay. Alright, I'm just wrong. Like, it feels like there should be some stuff in here. I finally got internet back. Oh! Oh, jeez! I'm sorry. Yeah, fingers crossed that it stays. I remember having plenty of troubles with that earlier this year. Ugh, it sucked. Hang in there, hope it stays. It's a tiny lava peninsula of lies. Yes. Actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get some of the drink here. I need something to drink. Before I go, though, just let this play out.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Yeah. Figure I might as well, like, if I have to sit up and do something, I might as well actually just turn on a codex every once in a while. At least for the primary ones, because they are fully voiced, so.
Heading out.
Alright. Garrus, are you using a sniper rifle right now? Okay, actually, you probably should just be using that. That's fine. Get behind the rock!
Targets down.
Anything in here? Nope. Oh, shiitake. Ah, Garrus. Nope, damn it. Damn it. No. No, not there. Right there. There's that sniper there. Snaky bugger. Stop bunching up, you two. Come on.
Regroup!
This is like just barely hitting over there. Come on. There we go. else? Nope, that's death.
That's it. Bag 'em and tackle.
Oh yeah, I probably should save here, because I always end up dying. Whether by accident or specifically because I'm having an off day. Nope, stop screaming at me, phone.
Good as new.
And we'll just heal us up because this is going to be a pain, and even though we don't have proficiency... Actually, I'm going to really quick see here. What kind of sniper rifles do I have? Let's do that one. We have synthetic rounds, phasic, anti-personal. Just anti-personal, really. Got a lot of those, good lord. Let's see. That's all we got, huh? Alright, chemical rounds at least. And sure, combat sensor. I love that it no longer, like, does the whole terrible running about like that with the reticles is not staying still. I love that it's actually, you can properly look down the scope now. So I'm being bad, I'm having a Dr. Pepper cream soda. But I did grab a water, so I am somewhat hydrating myself, I guess. That was not the gun I was holding. So boy. Okay, well, Tolly... What do you... No, Tolly, go that way. Go that way. Okay. Trying to get, like, a good... So I can just pop out. Just bit by bit, I guess. Oh god. Tolly is still up. I feel like AI hacking is kind of glitched for some reason, because on occasion I've noticed that, like, even when they do an AI hack, the AI that Tolly hacks still attacks me for some reason. Doing a lot better than last time. I have no idea if this thing is even close to dying or not at this point. I'll get rid of those got stalkers, but... Oh, damn it. Okay. Garrus, why aren't you even firing? Not into the wall! Kill it. Use overkill, Garrus. No, I had to do it myself. Okay, fine. I think we pretty much got this now. Come on. Oh, overheated. There we go. Use overload on that. Sabotage on that. How about that? I probably could just start using my pistol now. That's probably gonna be better, actually. Duh. Suck it. There's like one lone soldier over here. Sure gonna stick it out, huh, buddy? That's a shame. Get ready. To be tossed! Throw. Oh, actually went pretty well. God, I miss not having to reload my sniper. MA2 sucks in it. Yeah, yeah. There are certain aspects that I like about Mass Effect 1, like, if you find the proper heat sink and everything like that, you can just keep firing. Like, there's a shotgun that you can get in Mass Effect 1 with, like, the proper heat sink. You can literally just keep firing the shotgun and it never overheats. And it is amazing. I'm gonna make sure I save, actually. But since they switched to clips and stuff in the other games, you know, you can't do as much mods or anything like that to kind of mess with it. But it still works. It's still fine, I guess. But the fact that you actually just only have to worry about overheating in the first game is pretty nice. Doing fairly okay, actually.
Cavern formed around the ruin after it was built.
I don't think there was anything else we could have grabbed over here, so I think we're fine. Still a bit of a long elevator, good lord. Meta-gel. Oop. Forgot about these guys.
I wonder what Liara's looking for in here. Most Prothean ruins have nothing more than dead instrumentation.
Oh. She's like an archaeologist, man. I don't know what she's looking for. Ah, cursed elevator. And I think can't actually. Just double check this here quick. Yeah, no enemies appear yet. Whoop! Excuse me.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please? Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, all right?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil! I activated the tower's defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to.
I never do this. I never save her for last, but it is kind of hilarious if you do save her mission for last. Of just like she is basically gone, like she feels like she's gone insane. And so tired and dehydrated. It's so terrible. But also, like, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me story-wise of like, why wouldn't you go after Liara first? But anyway.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I am not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter.
Just gone delirious.
I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
We just need to figure some way past this energy field.
It's a Prothean barrier curtain.
Oh.
I knew it would keep me safe from the Geth. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Okay. And now I think I actually can just snipe them. Anyone else?
Negative contacts, Commander.
Okay, thanks, Tolly. I do love that now you can just use, no matter what, any weapon. At least in 1. I still find that a little disappointing that in 2 you can't do that, but... There are a couple of mods I've been looking at for the PC version of Legendary that are already out, do look good. There's one that's called ME2 All Weapons, where basically then you can just, have everyone use all the weapons. So I'm probably thinking maybe I want to try doing that. It is kind of game-breaking, I guess, in the sense that, like, you're kind of locking yourself out of that. But it seems weird that, especially that there's no proficiency gained with the weapons, right? Between assault rifle or whatever like that. Per class in 2, like, why would they lock you out of them? Because the whole contention in the first game was that, each class had a prospective proficiency with each individual weapon type. But then you don't really, I don't think you gain any kind of bonus to damage if you're just, in 2. I think you just can get the weapons, so why are you locking out that decision, or that choice for us? In any case, there's a few other ones, too, that look, interesting. In fact, there's actually a decision editor that came out that a modder did. Because even though this is, again, supposedly the Legendary Edition, they only just polished it, they didn't fix a lot of the technical issues. And one of the technical issues is apparently for Conrad Werner, I didn't remember this, but for Conrad, if you treat him good in the first game, if he comes back in the second one, he'll still think that you were the Renegade Shepherd in your playthrough in the first one. So he'll say things that are not true, of like what your Shepherd wouldn't do. So like you have to edit basically that decision. Save. Yeah, but leave it to modders, to actually... Oh, this thing. A, X, B, X, A, X, B, Y, X. There we go. I did it! Wait, is there anything else over here? Oh, excuse me. Oh, got a lot of heartburn, actually. Should not have had those extra tacos. Alright, we're just gonna set... Oh, can't save here yet, I guess. Alright.
Oh, how did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should shut down my containment field.
Ooh, homemade or restaurant? Homemade. They're just simple tacos. It's just meat, tortilla, cheese. Yeah, nothing big. I'll tell you though, I do miss like proper like food truck tacos. Like some chorizo and stuff like that. Like I really miss like some proper food truck tacos. Again, that's why I'm looking forward to actually being able to eat out a little bit more in some respects. Want to save money and everything, but
Saren's looking for the conduit.
I just want to eat out a little bit more. I just want to go get some sushi, get some food.
Conduit, but I don't know. What do you think, Benesia's involved? Saren's looking for the conduit. Your
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that? Oh
These
dear.
ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure
Want
and
all
away.
the foods.
ETA 8 minutes.
Yeah.
He needs to move faster.
Just want foods. Can't wait for the foods. So, it was a bit awkward. I love this camera angle because it's such, like, early 2000s camera angle to show, like, to show that he is the big bad of this section, but it's just so weird looking.
Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants. Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Totally contradicts what you just said there, buddy. Okay, so do that. Sabotage. And let's do a throw. Oh god. Tali, why did you... Oh god. I will say the aiming of abilities is a bit odd from occasions. Come on. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Did I get them all? Did we win? Did we win? Oh, still one buddy over here. Did we win? We won! Hey! Oh, I really should drink more water. It's hot as all hell. See, this is the season I hate, too, because I end up having to shower in the morning and shower at night, just to feel like I'm not going to broil within my own home. This old house does not do well for ventilation, either. So, there's like no optimal place to put any air conditioning units or anything like that. No circulation. Oh, yeah, so we found out, you know, we're trying to get pre-approved for our mortgage and everything like that. I found out that my credit
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten
was not
sulfur.
too good.
The Normandy isn't
Not sure what
equipped to
happened,
land in
but we're working on
exploding
fixing
volcanoes.
that with,
They tend to fry our sensors
yeah.
and melt our hull.
Yeah,
future reference.
yeah, funny Joker.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making
But
jokes.
found out my credit actually was not that good. I can fix it. It looks like I'll be able to fix it like in a month, but it's one of those things where it throws a wrench into our plans because like we want to get into a house by at least the end of summer. We're not trying to rush, but at the same time, it's just like I want to be in a new home. I want to be in a house because then I can actually start searching for a job again, like a proper job. Yep, I wake up looking like I ran a damn marathon. Yeah, this fucking sucks. Too much heat.
Joker pulled our asses
Too much
out
heat.
of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander. But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
Just how old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
You're not even gonna get close, Ash.
But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
We just celebrated 1 year in the new house. It was fun, but a stressful time looking. Oh, well, congratulations for being 1 year in a new home. I can only imagine how stressful it was to look. What, like, wow, were you looking in 2020? Good lord. Yeah, we're kind of looking forward to that time of looking, but at the same time, also, we know it's going to be stressful, but we just... this place we've been living in for the past, what, 7 years or so, it's nice, but it's small. And also, it's just an old house. And, turns out our neighbors, since it's a conjoined house, essentially, they are also moving, and I don't know if I want to deal with brand new neighbors either, and just, I hate the walls are super thin here. Like, they are so thin.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
But congrats.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Interesting. Yeah, we moved in 2 days before the state lockdown. Wow, jeez.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge. Patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research.
I mean, that wouldn't really track in academia, I feel, though.
And eventually, I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
The sale almost fell through because the buyer of our old house was a waitress. Got laid off the week before. Oh, geez, wow. Well, yeah, no wonder. When you're talking about it being a stressful time, good lord. Well, it sounds like things worked out. I mean, obviously, yeah, you're in a new place and everything, so... But, good God. I can only imagine.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
My brain.
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions? Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information.
Rex is just like, oh, I was just here for the coffee. just sitting here. Like...
No wonder the Geth attacked.
I don't think he ever contributes at all to these conversations.
Even a badly damaged one is worth almost any risk. But
same thing with Garrus and Tali too. I think that they just sit here and just listen to Liara, Caden, and Ash just talk.
Unclear. I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed.
Me have big thought brain.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship.
And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Oh, there he goes. He contributed. Hey, way to go, Rex. Thanks for speaking up.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Protheans' true fate. I need some time to process all this. Still, it could not hurt to be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
It's always worth doing these sections whenever you do, like, do you want me to patch you through the Council? Because this gives you the opportunity to get Paragon Renegade points. Like, you could do that story-wise, if you just get sick of the Council, you'd be like, no, I don't want to talk to them, or that kind of thing. But there's no sense in not doing it, because it at least guarantees you the ability to get some Paragon and Renegade points.
Patch him through, Joker.
You know, not to over-gamify this RPG, but...
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected...
So it always goes Solarian neutral.
At least the mission was a success.
Yeah, Solarian neutral. Wow, why am I Turian's negative, and then Asari are like, we're kind of positive.
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
So no pressure. Don't let the stress get to you. Don't let the stress get to you. Okay, let's go talk to some NPCs. See how Liara is doing. Oh yeah, yeah, that's right. She's in the back office. Forgot about that. Excuse me, Doc. Oh wait, do we have any... No, I guess I already did that. Damn! Nah, whatever. Got some codex entry.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
I'm just glad we got there in time.
So am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
I mean, I still have no real reason to trust you, but, yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Wink, wink.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers. But I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau. I never found myself in any situation my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me
I can
to
relate.
follow in Benezia's footsteps.
I don't like most people
they
either.
Wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha, you share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision.
That's gotta be frustrating, right? Try and rebel against your parents like, yeah, I know. No, you're supposed to be mad.
I wanted everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime. You were touched by working Prothean technology.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool. Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this
It's not dislike, I'm just highly selective of who I like. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I'm just not big on crowds or people that much. I mean, it has to be a very specific type of crowd. I guess, like, because I can handle being in, like, Irish Fest, Ren Fest, you know, going to conventions and stuff. But there are certain times where it's like, I don't really want to be around a whole lot of people right now. And in general, one-to-one conversations with people that I have no idea who they are, I just don't really... It's again why I'd like to actually see where my job prospects will be, you know, ideally in a year. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know.
And this was not like her.
Just would like to deal with less people.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Oh, they want to bang.
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
so racist. Again, it's like, what, Renegade is just so racist, it feels like.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term.
And weird.
Not as you understand it.
It's racist. It's
Physical
so weird
contact
for
may or
Renegade.
may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits onto our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
It is weird that, like, you would ask, like, you can do that? Like, yeah.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly
Excuse me.
species is short-lived. Often the partner
I took a
will pass
nap
on
like
long
right after
before the
work, and I'm
child
still
reaches
kind of like,
maturity.
weirdly enough, just wiped from the day.
I should go.
Goodbye, Shepard.
Alrighty then, that's good. See you, Doc. Alright, Caden, let's get it talking. Don't confuse it for flirting. 'Cause I don't want that Canadian bacon. He's from Canada.
Commander, do you have a minute?
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you.
Why does Paragon have to be so flirty? I know.
The Council should see this coming. It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled, and the residents don't even seem impressed by the view or the dangers.
So, this is fairly obvious. Cute way to look at it. Not something we want to do here. So, old-fashioned view.
Well, well. You're a romantic.
Wait, no, that's not what I meant either. No!
Secure a man's future in space.
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or...
Yeah. I have to remember the commands and everything for that.
Brain camp. Sorry. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain.
Oh, yeah, I see it there.
Sorry, we were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Damn corporations.
About how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields.
Of course!
It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows.
I mean, pretty sure it was intentional. Have you seen humanity?
It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect...
No, they intentionally detonated drives over the outposts.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Geez, Shepard, time to get physical then.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Calm down, Shepard.
We'd sit around and
Reduce the thirst.
play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. Like you, I guess.
Hey, none of that. None of that.
Sounds like she was special to you.
Keep it in your pants, Caden.
Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. Anyway, This was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
Okay, there we go. I want to know my crew.
We have to depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand.
Okay, I was about to say, Caden, if you say anything about my back...
Make a habit of getting this personal with everyone?
Okay, so this is where it throws you for a loop, because no, just you, obviously, is showing interest, right? What do you think kind of gives you also the implication that you have just interest. Just because Shep is thirsty is no reason to act like a tall glass of water, Caden. That's good, yes. Excellent. Okay, to some degree.
Of course, but I don't enjoy it with everyone. We'll talk again later.
Okay, good.
I'll need some time to process.
Hey, nah.
Yeah.
No, that was just me being, like, civil, okay? No. Bad kid, bad. How dare you? Alright. Let me quickly chat with the other NPCs for a moment, and then I think we actually are going to probably end the stream and raid Subdued Moon, which I believe they are streaming for... I think this is like their first time streaming, actually, so... But let me just quickly get through these NPC things so that we can actually get that all set up and ready to go for next stream. I don't think there's a whole lot they actually have to talk about, but...
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a C-Sec officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
You could just say goodbye right there. Goodbye.
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people.
I didn't know he streams. He's been wanting to stream a little bit more now, so he's starting to stream some art stuff and everything like that.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
That's tough. But you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a C-Sec man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too...
I need to start learning about my father-in-law. Potential father-in-law. I mean, friend-in-law.
Actually taught me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Just because you can break the rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
Bad, Garrus. Bad.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it.
Talk birdie to me, Garrus. I think one of my favorite bits was actually like someone said, "Hey, what does the Universal Translator do for Garrus? Like, you can turn it off, and it just shows Garrus, and his mouth is wide open. And it's just like bird screech noises."
We've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open.
Yeah, I never get my voice right.
Once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
I hate that like the goodbye option pops up in like in the middle of a story sometimes. It's like goodbye. Like, hey, whoa.
A couple of the mercs called him by name.
Because it feels like the goodbye option shouldn't, because it defaults automatically. Like here, I'll probably show in a minute here.
Feeling about him. So I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Yeah, so it defaults to this, and I feel like it should just default to just not being selected for anything, or at the very least, like, the option to end the conversation should be down here. That's like a small quality of life thing I think they should have done. So you don't accidentally screw yourself out of, like, a, you know, you're listening to the story, and then, like, you accidentally press A or something, and it just skips and goes, goodbye.
Basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you.
Oh gosh.
But my instincts were right.
I really shouldn't have had that many
Every
tacos.
on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, sorry, Rex. Just having some problems. Oh.
So long, Rex.
I really wish I had that Krogan redundancy system. Their stomach. Alright, I think actually we'll just stop the conversations here. That's gonna take a while, and I think we should just raid Subdued Moon. So, really quick here, we'll just go ahead and do that, and we're just gonna go ahead and do a raid. But again, as I've said before, thank you for tuning in, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. Again, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be coming back Thursday, 6 p.m., continuing on to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And then also, again, you can check out the VOD channel for VODs that you missed, as well as Some Dude Moon. It's Sam. But essentially then also you can check out the gaming channel for the highlight reels of the Nuzlocke we've been doing, as well as we've been updating stuff for the videos and everything like that. So I greatly appreciate it. Whatever time it is for you, morning, evening, or night, I hope you're having a good time.